Well, hello and greetings from Portrush. I'm gutted that I can't be with you in person this year in the conference, but Kit, I'm so grateful for the chance to share a little bit of the story of the project that we've been working on as part of your session. Any of us involved in educating about climate change and sustainability will be aware of SDG 13. It very much gives us the sense of the urgency of the climate emergency that we're facing. And yet, as an educator, you look at those words that I've underlined there: underprepared, threatens life, instability and wars, catastrophic consequences. These are terms that very often carry this very negative connotation, and I put them into an AI image generator to see what kind of image it would associate with it. These are apocalyptic, end of world kind of images. So, is this the message that we're really communicating to our young people? Well, on one hand, we need to, because there is that sense of the urgency. But on the other hand, even as we do so, it raises that level of anxiety, doesn't it? There's this been a rise of eco anxiety that has been well documented when the eco warriors become the eco warriors. And it seems that inevitably, as we weigh down with the weight of the urgency, it lifts up that level of anxiety. So, what's an educator to do in this context? I think the answer lies in the following way: we need to teach for agency. And I'm going to define agency like this: it's the ability of a person to make choices and take actions that shape their own lives and their environment. It involves a sense of control, of autonomy, and the belief that one's decisions can have an impact on one's actions. And I was very much influenced by this wonderful paper by Greer and Glackens, well worth checking out, where they talked about three spheres of education. Yes, we need to have a knowledge about climate change, of course we do. They took that out then into climate change education for capabilities, to give the students this ability to act, be agents for change. But when you're dealing with an intelligent 16-year-old, those actions have got to carry something of a sense that they're going to tackle the scale of the challenge that we face. So if you just say to an intelligent 16-year-old, climate crisis, and do you know what you've got to do? Recycle more. Well, yes, of course we've got to recycle more, but the intelligent 16-year-old goes, really? That's it? And what I love about this paper was Greer and Glacken talk about a third sphere, this expansive climate change education. The positions in education is integral to society's response to climate change right now. It makes the young people citizens today, not just in the future. So informed by that, I set up this little project from 4 different schools in the local area that I work in. And the students using Survey 123 to collect data about trees, looking at how well our urban areas are adapted to the urban heat island effect that's going to be amplified by climate change. We got 746 unique data points from hundreds of students who were going out and collecting data about the trees in the area that they lived in, giving them this real sense of agency of doing something, but connecting it up onto a scale where they were able to go and really feel like they were part of something big and powerful as they're measuring the circumference of the trees. And this is the map that we showed it on. And we were able to go in with all of these 746 unique data points to come in and collect the information and begin to tell the story. And it really did give the students a tremendous sense of being part of something that was at the scale that really felt like it was making a difference. This was beyond just their personal responsibility, being something as part of our community response. And we connected with the local council. We got the young people in front of them and began to tell the story.
Hi, my name's Peter Lavery and I'm a councillor for the Lurgan area. Mr Hamill's briefed me on your climate change tree survey project. Lurgan, like many other urban areas, is lacking in tree cover, and we need to do much more to protect the trees that we have, as well as enact measures so that we can regreen our town so that they become more environmentally friendly living spaces. I believe that the data collected in your project has the potential to be a catalyst to deliver real positive change for Lurgan, so no pressure. I look forward to hearing updates over the coming months on your good work, and I wish us all the very best for it. Thank you.
But I want to very much give chance for you to hear from the young people themselves. What is it that they report of being involved in a project like this? Did it give them that sense of hope even as they faced the challenge? Let's have a listen to what they say.
SDG 13 makes me really anxious, and it just feels very doom and gloom about the future. It doesn't feel like there's any hope.
Every time I think about global warming and climate changes, it'd be really overwhelming. And I never really thought about things that I could do as a person in my community to affect this. I thought it was like, well, that's a huge thing, so government must do something about it, not me.
I've always been concerned about the climate, but I just feel like I didn't really have a voice. Like, the most I could do was just really spread awareness and just do small things at home, like recycling and stuff.
Climate change doesn't discriminate. In this country, a lot of people are always commenting on the divide in the two communities, but we must join together to tackle climate change.
I was working on a project with 4 different schools with hundreds of students. We're carrying out a survey across different urban areas on the quality of trees. We're able to use that data to identify how our urban areas are adapting to climate change and the increasing of temperatures that comes with that.
So this has allowed me to develop my skills outside geography, and it really means a lot to me that I can do something for my community and reach out. It's really opened to my eyes of what technology can do for geography.
This project just really made me feel like I was really helping our future generations, and as well as helping with climate change, I feel like it was helping with the diversity in Northern Ireland between Catholics and Protestants, especially because we were all working as one team to battle this huge problem.
Although I maybe am not able to do something on a global scale, it felt nice that I knew I could help my community and the people I cared about around me.
After we had got all the data on the GIS map, we contacted people in the ABC Council to discuss what we could do further with the information.
Well, they were very keen to hear what we had to say, and they made it clear that they would like to partnership with us in the future going forward. And this made me feel really like this is something that's really worthwhile. It made me something like my voice is being heard.
The point of SDG 13 is to inspire us to do something to help our communities and environment and work hard on what we can do for our local community. Maybe we can have an impact for the world.
What an incredible testimony from those young people of the impact that the project had. That in itself would have been amazing, but there was a wonderful little postscript to all of this, because a little known tech company that you might have heard of before called Google got wind of our project and were really impressed by how the young people use technology to really promote sustainability and the urgency of this message. And they invited them to share the video that you've just seen at the BET conference, the biggest EdTech conference in the world. I had the privilege to be over there for the 4 days helping to share that story when that video was played to nearly 1,000 people from all across the world. The story of a post-conflict situation in Northern Ireland with Protestant and Catholic young people crossing the divide in the town, coming together from 2 separate schools, united in a desire to do something good for the community as a whole. And it was just wonderful to see that message ripple out and inspire people literally from all over the world. And to take that message back to the young people involved in it and to share with them and say, this is what you have done, this is what you have been part of. Is it possible to teach for hope and agency in the middle of all the anxiety? Well, I think it is. And it's giving them that sense of agency, of allowing our young people to show what they're capable of doing and to inspire all of us into the kind of action that we need to take right now. Thanks again, Kit, for the chance to share this story.